Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back. We're going to start on the second chapter of Philippians today. And I want to share with you just 4 verses. The second chapter focuses mostly on the humility of Jesus Christ and how we are supposed to reflect that humility. But it starts out with this wonderful few lines that Paul shares with us. This is what he says in Philippians 2, 1 through 4. If you have any encouragement from being united with Christ, if any comfort from his love, if any fellowship with the Spirit, if any tenderness and compassion, then make my joy complete by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and purpose. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourselves. Each of you should look not only to your own interests, but also to the interests of others. And then he goes on, he talks about the humility of Christ. But I love this text. I love this text because he's basically saying, if Christ has had any impact on you at all, anything, then what you ought to be doing is being like-minded. You ought to be singular in focus. He talks about being like-minded, same love, one in spirit and purpose. And that word for one in spirit and purpose is a compound word that only appears here in the New Testament. A very unique word about being together in all that you do. You know, as I read this text, our mission statement for the church came ringing back into my head. I had an opportunity to preach on it last year. It's very simple. Love God, love people, make disciples for Jesus Christ. Boy, isn't that what we're supposed to be about? One thing. Now, it manifests itself different whether you're working with children or caring for youth or doing young adult ministry or in an older adult Bible study. But the point is about making disciples and loving other people. Loving God, loving others, loving people. We have such an opportunity to be loving right now, and people have just been so very gracious and good about it. I'm surprised how people are, their inhibitions seem to have dropped. When they see someone out, even if it's somebody they don't normally talk to, they say hi. I'm continuing to get cards of encouragement of how appreciative people are for what we've been doing and how we've been connecting, what worship has been sounding like and looking like, devotionals and how impactful they are, opportunities to hear musicians like Sam and Jerry Hanna and Caitlin Masterson and Caleb Omer. What fun that is. I don't want to do this forever. Let me be clear about that. But I got to tell you, it's really been interesting. It's been kind of fun to connect with you all in new ways. It's not been fun to not see you, but it has been fun to engage in a different type of conversation with you. I hope you're spending some time going deeper in God's Word so that loving God piece continues to develop and gives you the energy you need to love people. Making disciples of Jesus Christ, let me remind you of some resources to help you do that. Not just your own discipleship journey, but working with your kids, your teenagers, maybe a couple of you that can get together either by Zoom or on the phone or by email, or maybe if you've got several adults that you guys have continued to stay together so you're safe to do that. Let me remind you of Right Now Media. We've got all these channels set up on there, and there are so many resources on there. It's what our family is using, Right Now Media, for our family devotions to work with the boys. We continue to use that in youth ministry and other places here in the church. It's a great resource to help us walk out our discipleship little by little by little by little, so that we can figure out what this lifestyle is supposed to look like. It also has great resources if you're struggling with depression or anxiety or isolation. There's just great resources there by quality teachers. Boy, this has been fun spending time with you. I commented to somebody this morning, I kind of forgot how much I enjoy doing Bible study and teaching. I miss the give and take, but I forgot how much I enjoyed teaching. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we dig into Christ's humility and what did he do for us? What did he give up permanently for us? I look forward to looking at it with you. Have a great Wednesday. And at least today it's not snowing. I'll see you soon.